Good evening, everyone. You're listening to Common Ground Radio on the Air Nation Radio Network. This evening, make sure you log on to airnationradio.com and download all our past shows so you can catch up on any of the episodes you have missed. And if you would like to, give a refresher on any of the past episodes of Days, we've been on since May, so there's shows all the way from May to December if you'd like to catch up on any of those. We're glad you're spending part of your Sunday with us. We hope you all had a great weekend. The weekend for Christmas. I can't believe it's here already.
I know.
It's ridiculous. I don't know what to think about it.
This year was like, zoom, and it's over.
I know. It's crazy. And then next Christmas will be here before you know it, too.
I know. It's crazy. Every year goes faster and faster, and as you get older, it seems like it's even faster and faster and faster.
Oh,
that's crazy.
That's something to look forward to. For those of you
I'll be 40 before I know it.
Oh, jeez.
I'm so sad. Okay, go ahead.
For those who may be where it is of our lives, this show, where we talk about all the past week happenings in Salem, give you spoilers, tweets, and more. We're doing something a little different this week, so bear with us. I'm Brandon, your host, and on the line with us, as always, is Misty, my co-host.
Yay! Hello.
So is it warmer in your area this week than it was last weekend?
Yes, we hit like 74 yesterday.
Oh, that's so nice.
And it was amazing. And I went out in a sweater, and I was like, what am I doing? And I was sweating all day. I was like, oh, my gosh, which was the first day of winter. I was expecting it to be at least a little bit cool. No, it was like springtime.
I'm conflicted on whether I like it or not, because it's winter and it's supposed to be cold, but I like the warmer weather.
I know. I do like the warmer weather, but it's a little bit scary because then that's when the storms come and it gets tornado weather, and it's like, oh no. But
shouldn't happen like in the winter.
50s today. I know. It's crazy.
All right. Well, before we get into our show this evening, it's time for our tweets of the week. Again, we should do a jingle for this, tweets of the week or something. And we'll think about it.
Time for the tweets of the week.
Well, that works. I'll just have you introduce it from now on. So Misty will give you her two favorite tweets of the week from Daystars past and present, and I'll give you a couple of mine as well. Let's see. I'll let Misty get started this week with her first tweet.
It is Peter Reckel. If you want to follow him, he's at Peter Reckel, and he used to play Bo Brady. Of course, most people know that, but he is not on the show right now. He's mentioned, but he's not on there. But anyways, he tweets, can anyone confirm that at Ryan Gosling Real used Fancy Face in Crazy Stupid Love? And what's funny is I love that movie, Crazy Stupid Love, and I don't remember if he used Fancy Face or not. I mean, I could have Googled it, but I didn't. But I just thought that was really funny.
Now you're going to have to go back and watch the movie.
I know, and it's a really good movie. Have you seen it?
I've heard of it, but is it
my
good?
Gosh. Yeah, it's really good. You need to watch it.
Okay. I'll write that down. I'm on break till the 13th, so I got time. My first tweet is from Jen Lilly. Of course, again, follow her at Jen_Lilly. Not one word, Jen_Lilly. I've wanted to see Stomp for as long as I can remember. Finally did. It's the most inspiring piece of artistic expression ever created. And I wanted to bring this up was because in junior high, class to Columbus, Ohio. I went to Coast, the scientific building facility, and we would see Stomp there. And I remember I was in 7th grade, so I was young, and I literally almost fell asleep as I was watching it because it was 3 hours long. But I mean, thinking back on now, it's pretty amazing. I mean, of course, I was young, so I couldn't appreciate it at that time. But it was, so if you have a chance to go see Stomp, it's pretty amazing. And it's like they don't talk, but it's just all they use trash cans and things to stomp with, basically. So, but if you get a chance to see it.
Yeah, I've heard lots about it, and I've always wanted to see a show. It's like I've seen like little like clips or whatever on TV, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to go and see that. And they came here before, at our Tennessee Theater, but I didn't get to go. So
Well,
I
you
was
better
like,
go if you're there.
I know. Especially now with my daughter doing the step thing. I don't know if you saw that video I posted of her doing it or not.
Oh,
but they don't use the trash can lids and all that. They just do like normal steps. But it's interesting to watch for sure. All right. My next one is from Sean Christian at Sean C4 Real. It was his birthday here a couple of days ago, so he just wanted to thank all of us for the generous birthday gifts, birthday cards, and moving letters. He's reminded not to take a moment for granted. And I thought that was really sweet to acknowledge.
Very true.
Yes.
Just think about that. Don't ever take a moment for granted because you never know what could happen the next minute. I mean, you know how crazy life can be.
Exactly.
My last tweet is from Chriselle Jordan. Follow her at Chriselle7. I forgot my phone at home today. It feels like I forgot to put on pants. I think we all can relate to that.
Yes.
It's like your phone is like a part of your body or an accessory to your body. I mean, if you don't have it with you, you like your whole day's messed up. It's almost like not having a cup of coffee in the morning.
I know. And one day I left for work, and I was like, oh, my gosh, I don't have my phone. And I turned around, went back to get my phone, and was late to work. I know. I was like, I can't go without my phone all day. Oh, but yes, she's correct. It's like when I leave my ring at home. I'm like, oh, my gosh, I don't have my ring. It's just when you're used to wearing something. Yeah, I know.
Oh, boy.
We wouldn't be able to live without our cell phones. And just think, we didn't even have cell phones before. But it's crazy.
Sorry, I'm reading the chat room here, and I'm just trying to make sense of what they're talking about.
You were cutting out. So they're calling you Darth Vader.
Oh, okay. All right, well. I'm glad I wasn't saying anything important.
It was pretty funny what Alicia said.
My brother and I used to love doing Darth Vader voice at the end of the van. Good time. Oh, my.
Oh,
well,
good.
So, let's see. We did finish the tweet. Sorry, let me look at my time discussion. Okay. Just a reminder, if you'd like to call us and discuss anything about last week's days, number is 724-444-7444. And the call ID you'll have to enter is 128310. And then you'll have to enter 1 and pound. Again, the number is 1724-444-7444, 128310, then 1 and pound. Okay, that was long. Because tonight, we want to hear from you. Instead of our normal recap discussion, we want to know what you liked about last week's days and what you didn't like, the highs and lows. And we want to hear what you're looking forward to in 2014, what storylines you're most looking forward to, and what you think needs to be done or what needs to be changed in order to keep the show where it's going, Just, I feel like it's at a good place right now, in my opinion. A few things maybe need to change, but I'm not too overly upset with it. What's Travis asking? 15?
I know. I was like, just call in 5 or 10 minutes, whenever you want. Just call us.
Okay. All right. 15, 30. Crazy. Okay, so if you need the number to call in, just post in the chat room, and we'll gladly recite that again to you. It may take us 10 minutes, but we'll recite it to you. So, I guess we'll start out with our thoughts. Last week's days. Let's see. I think I'll start out with what I liked. I'm a huge fan of Jordan Rafe, so any of their scenes I really enjoyed. And we saw a lot of Jordan this week in her room, looking at her IDs, which I'm still pondering as to how that will link into her past. I mean, I think that she's an identity thief, or she's running from something or someone. I'm not sure. But that sounds plausible. Yeah, maybe she did something in the past that have gotten her in trouble. So now she's from that, whoever it was. we don't know much about her, so I don't know. And then Friday or Thursday, when Jordan went over to Rafe's with her cute little tree, which was pretty adorable.
Mm-hmm.
We saw that there was somebody watching them from the door. Well, I mean, it looked like someone was watching them. And of course, everybody was wondering who it was or what it was or whatever. And my thought, I don't know why, but I immediately thought it was Liam, the new character. I don't know. It just, because he's new to the show, and I didn't figure anyone else would have any reason to stare at him aside from Kate, but Kate has her own issues, so it wouldn't have been her at that moment. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We don't know much about Liam either, so, and Liam is a new character, by the way. So, I don't know. I mean, I like where the storyline is going, by the way. I guess I should have said that. Where the Jordan Rafe storyline is going, I do like the direction it's heading. They're building it up, as you can see, to build Rafe and Jordan up into a couple. And I hope they do go there. I mean, we don't know if they're going to, but I hope they do go there. Because Rafe deserves to be happy, for once. Not have a woman that goes back to a British man every chance she gets. But of course, it would be easy. I have a feeling that if they put them together, that once they are a happy couple, is a secret will come out as to who the real Jordan Ridgway is. Whoever that may be.
Her name's probably not even Jordan Ridgway, because remember, she didn't exist until a couple of weeks ago.
So maybe she's a Horton, Demira Kiriakis. I'm not sure she's a Kiriakis. We need another Kiriakis around. We don't need another Demira or a Horton. Right. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it would be nice to see her as a Kiriakis. That would be cool.
Right, like maybe Adrian
maybe
has
like Victor's niece or something.
Yeah, or something like that. That'd be crazy. We should remember the show. I mean, come on.
I know. But I also had the Jennifer thing on my list of likes, because I thought it was cool that Adrian was setting her up. Because we do need to see something else with her, like either some added drama or some new things besides the whole Teresa and Daniel. Like, we need to see her something less boring. So maybe he'll be interesting and it'll cause some drama. I don't know. We'll see.
It's kind of hard, not to sound rude, but it's kind of hard to make Jennifer less boring. I mean, this Liam character kind of seems very, very, he seems kind of like Jennifer. He seems very, I can't think of the words I want to use. He doesn't.
Well, he's apparently perfect. Abe played them all out to be perfect.
Right, yeah. And I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta have some kind of issue, some kind of flaw, or some kind of baggage to make it interesting on a soap. I'm sure he has a real deep, dark secret that we won't get to for another 6 months, or 6 years, because they tapes 5 months in advance now. It was like 3 and 4, that's like 7 months ahead. Don't know why. That's us, but they feel the need to do so. You said Liam, the way the character, Mark Collier, played on Admiral terms as like Kavanaugh. And a cool fact, Sean Christian, who plays Daniel, also played the role of Mike Kazanoff on As a World Turns. So just a little piece of information I thought you'd like.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know. Let me think of what I didn't like. That's tough. But Kate and Tammy did kind of get on my nerves, the way they were berating Sonny to keep his mouth shut in the whole situation. And what really made me mad was how they said it was for Ari. Told him to keep his mouth shut because for Ariana, do it for her. What would she do if her mom and grandma and great-grandma were in jail? I mean, how would that turn out for her? But personally, I think it was because they just wanted to save their own you-know-what. But, I mean, I'm sure that's how we would all be in that situation. But it just kind of irked me the way how that's being handled. Because, I mean, I expected that. I expected them to, they didn't really blackmail, but it's kind of blackmail, you could say. what would have been bigger shock was if Sonny actually spilled the beans to Justin or to EJ, like if he actually said everything that he heard of somebody. Like that would have been a bigger shock to all of us because we all want him to keep his mouth shut.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I guess they're going to drag it out as long as they can and make it more suspenseful and whatever, but I don't know. That just irked me.
Yeah. That was on my list, too, of them using the Navy. Because I was like, they have their kids and their family, and they wouldn't want, someone to use them against them. So I was like, I can't believe they did that. Well, I can believe it. It's Sammy and Kate.
I was going to say, yeah. I mean, it's kind of typical. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, it's the Samantha, Brady, and Catherine Robert way. Do whatever you can to get your way. Okay.
But they're also hilarious. I love watching them together because they make me laugh.
They're the most hilarious non-couple on the show. I mean, duo, I guess you call them the duo, but yeah, they do bring the comedic relief to the show aside from Nicole. Because normally we get it from Nicole. Gotta give her a break every now and again. So it's nice to hear them be semi-friends. I guess you, maybe frenemies, I guess you would call them. So again, if anyone would like to call in, I'm just going to restate the number just for fun. 1-724-444-7444. Then enter 128310 128310, and then 1 pound. Do you have something else that you liked about last show, Dave?
Yes. I liked that, JJ is trying to, talk it to Teresa, but she's always got that little turn on him and, bursts his bubble. I mean, I don't like that she bursts his bubble, but I like that he's actually trying to change, and, he actually even cares about Daniel, and I like seeing that part of him because it's like he's coming back to what his true character really was before he was obviously acting out because he lost his father and he was out all by himself and all that. But they're trying to show what his character really is, and then she's, giving him that little evil hitch to it.
Smart.
So
yeah,
and so I like that he's trying to. I wish he would just tell Daniel because I think Daniel would be able to actually help, but I'm not sure. But I like that, and then I also like the EJ trying to get the goods out of both Gabby and Sonny, and he would have if darn Lucas didn't show up at the wrong time. Normally I love to see Lucas. I'm actually one of the small Lucas fans out there, but I was like, Lucas, really?
He has worse timing.
I'm like, seriously? And then, of course, the Santa part was hilarious because she just got finished telling him about the greetings, and then that's what he says, and the looks on their face was all, oh, God. Even Sonny had that look on his face.
And then Will was the only one that was happy. Of course, Ariana was just staring at Santa Claus. But I found it funny that all the people didn't understand what the deal was. I was looking on Dave's Facebook page, and they were like, well, who's the Santa? I don't get the big deal. As you said earlier in the show, Gabby was talking to Sonny about how he said greetings, I think it was.
Yes.
I think Gabby said that a funny way of saying hello. He says greetings or something like that. And then at the end of the show, as they said Ari on Santa's lap, he said greetings. Kate Bix was absolutely the best.
Yeah, I know. Her mouth was like wide open. It was funny.
I can't wait for Monday because it's only going to be better.
I know. And then something that I didn't like was that Bo's not coming back for Christmas. Either they need to completely write him out, give her somebody new, or at least let him do something, or at least call her or something for Sierra, because I just feel bad for the little girl. But
she's just going to turn into Mini Sammy. Well, she already has. She's already a Mini Sammy. Yeah.
She's hilarious. And then Abby giving EJ googly eyes. No. They need to stop with that. That's all I'll say about that. No.
I figured you could go on a nice long rant about that.
Oh, I can, but we'll leave that for someone else to discuss.
Well, maybe Abby's very boring to me. So maybe if she was with EJ, she'd be less boring. I don't know. Or maybe she would just be more interesting if she wasn't with a man. Maybe she just needs a break from a relationship, and I don't know. Because if she was with Cameron and Dad, I found him boring. I found her, I don't know. I mean, she is Jennifer's daughter, so that does speak for itself. But, I don't know. I hope that in 2014 that Abigail becomes... I like to see Abigail go back to who she was back when she was chasing Austin. How about that?
Yeah, because that was interesting.
That's what I'd like to see.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's the stuff that they shouldn't be doing, but it's the stuff that you want to watch.
Exactly.
I mean, it's the soap opera. You want to see the crazy and the drama. You don't want rainbows and butterflies the whole time. You got to have that crazy stuff in there.
Exactly. I'll go back to the chat room. I think I saw Travis asking a question. Weren't they supposed to have a storyline for Luke? Yeah. And I responded saying yes. I believe there was a Passions actor, Jade Harlow, I believe, has been cast in Days, and apparently she is going to be a love interest for Lucas.
Sure.
When she will start airing, that is unclear, but I found that on Jason47 on Facebook. He has all the inside dish, so if you want inside dish on Days, check out Jason47 on Facebook.
Was it the girl who played Charity?
I didn't watch Passion, so I don't know, but the actor's name is Jade Harlow. So
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't. Most of the actors are actors from Passions, except for the one now. But I don't know. But anyway,
I can't remember what her real name was, but that would be cool.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Maybe she's gonna try to be Winter or Summer, or what's her name? Autumn.
Yeah, Autumn. Yeah.
The Hong Kong girl. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. But the person that posed this question, Travis, is actually on the line with us. So, Travis, are you there?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, Travis.
Hey.
What's going on?
Oh, just doing a show.
Oh, that's right. That's why I called in.
Exactly. Give us your thoughts. I know you have a lot.
Yeah, well, first off, I felt bad that Lucas came back and it was such a small little part. Like, I feel bad for a guy like Brian Tillo, who can have such amazing scenes, but yet he's not used often, and he was cut away from the storylines for a while, and now he's coming back, but every time he comes back, it's just awkward situations. So, and you were talking about that a little bit earlier, but I'm anxious for, him to have a new love interest and for things to be better for him. So I think it'll be interesting to see who they bring for him, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice to not see him just on the show, like, he's like referred to, personally, for me, referred to him as Pop Lucas, because, you never know when you're going to see him, and when you do see him, it's for like 5 minutes or less. And
exactly.
For an actor that's a veteran actor like him, there's a little bit more respect and a little more scenes than just what he is given.
Yeah, because he was a huge part of the show, and then he just went down until he wasn't there. I was just like, oh God. So he's one of those come and go characters, and he used to be a big thing. I mean, he's Will's father. He was with Samantha. He actually liked Carrie. I mean, it was like one of those storylines that was a big deal back in the 90s. The 90s. That sounds so long ago.
It was like 10 years.
I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so long ago. What did you all think? Yes, I know we're so old. But what did you all think of the Nick look-alike, the physical therapist for Rafe?
Oh,
that was.
I was excited to see what happens, because I was like, maybe Rafe's gonna fall in love with this physical therapist now. you know, he fell in love with Jordan. So maybe anyone that, you know, who takes care of him is that he's going to fall in love with. So wouldn't that be interesting to have a Rafe and Nick look-alike?
I never thought of that, but that'd be interesting. I was thinking, this is kind of off topic, but the elf that we saw on Friday's days, it kind of seemed like Sonny was flirting with the elf. I don't know. Maybe it was just me.
Oh,
the elf guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I heard there was going to be Will was going to be involved in a triangle come to New Year, so.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. It'll probably be Gabby. Could you imagine a Gabby, Will, and Sonny triangle? Oh, my God. The fans would go nuts. I would, too, but I'd also kind of laugh.
And it's going to be Guy this time. It's going to be Guy Wilson. So that'd be totally different situation.
We could get into a whole show about Guy Wilson versus Chandler because the fans are just insane. But we already did a show about Chandler a while ago, and I ran it enough. So enough of that.
I missed it, but it's okay.
It was good.
But what I was going to say is, what's interesting, let me just put this point, is that everyone that I've heard talk about Guy has said that he brings something totally different to the table. So I'm really anxious to see what his twist is on Will.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's
going to be different.
Totally different. What's that?
It's going to be different. It won't be the same, but you got to give it time.
Exactly. Yeah. I think it's going to be good, though. I think it's going to be good to have a fresh new face in there, you know, and obviously Freddie Smith is happy, so I think it's going to be a good situation. It's not going to be Chandler, but, you know, things happen, life happens, and who knows what happens in the future. Chandler can come back. You know, look how many times actors and actresses have switched and they've come back. So, you know,
he's gotten praise for James Scott. Guy Wilson has gotten praise from EJ on James Scott. I mean, so that in and of itself speaks to me that he will get praise from a top-notch actor like that. So
exactly,
he has to have some kind of acting chops.
Exactly, that's exactly right. What do you guys think of Will and his reaction to the surprise party and everything, and saying, "Oh, I know what's going on. No, I know. You guys are so funny. I know exactly what's going on." It's like, no, honey, you don't know nothing what's going on.
He's so clueless.
I know.
It's sad.
No, darling, you know nothing. So it's
funny.
You know, he's like, "Oh, I got you," and Sandy's like, "You do?" "Yeah, I know what's up."
And they're like, "Oh, yeah." But no.
Exactly, yeah.
They're like, "Yeah, honey." No. Behind his back, they're like, "He's so naive."
Exactly. It's when he said, "Yeah, Sonny was in the closet the whole time." I was like, "Oh, crap." That was like, yeah, he really needs to. What's that, Brandon?
I said that was sweet that he went back in the closet for Will.
Right?
That's true love.
Yeah, I want to get back in for anyone.
That scene's probably been my favorite in a while. That was just so funny. His face when Roman was like, "Police, let me in," and he was like, "Oh my God!" I mean, that was so funny.
Okay. I was making a sandwich, and I took a piece of pepper jack cheese, and I just choked on it because you made me laugh.
I'm not there to give you the omelet. No choking, no choking.
If I don't come back, we'll know why.
Well, I mean, that was funny.
Oh my God, it was so funny because it was his face, Sonny's face. Oh my God, I laughed so hard. He did the best facial expressions on that show.
And then what's funny is Roman was like, "I do it all the time for Will." And I'm thinking, well, is Gabby and Sonny never there when he does it for Will? Because Gabby and Sonny both were like freaked out. And I'm like, if he does that all the time as a little joke for Will, then you would think that one of the other ones would have been there.
True. I never thought of that.
I don't think he
place.
does it all the time, though. I think he was just doing that to trick him. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't get the...
I don't know.
Sorry, go ahead.
Never thought of that. I just thought of that, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think he has any idea about Gabby, Kate, and Sammy though. Like, you know what they've done. I don't think he has any idea about that. I mean, I don't know. I don't think he does. But who knows? Let's
What do you think?
I mean, Rose doesn't have a big story, in the show. So, I mean, I don't think he's whatsoever. I mean, why put a story now? I mean, not any disrespect to the actor, but I'm just saying, with the way Rowan has been written, there's no need to have him in a big storyline like this.
Right.
Kind of sad, but it's true.
Yeah. Are you running around your house right now?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sitting as still as I can in my computer room with my hand sitting still up against my ear with my phone. I swear I'm not budging, so if the service is horrible, it's because of where I live. Because I live in the hills, so...
Are you rocking back and forth or something?
I mean, I think my parents have a music playing in the living room, so maybe that's it, but I don't know. And the chair is kind of squeaky.
Oh, my God.
I'm not moving. I swear I am not moving whatsoever. My hand is, like, numb, but I'm not moving.
Because, like, I hear you talking, and then all of a sudden, like, you window off a little bit, and I'm like, where'd he go? And then you come back. I'm like, I just missed half of what he just said. Where'd he go? Come back.
Oh, my gosh.
Obviously,
it's where I live.
You have such good things that you say. It's so sad. I hate that it cuts out.
I know. Sometimes I'm thinking he's talking to me, and then I don't hear anything, and then I'm like, well, I don't know how to answer because I'm not sure. So I just don't say anything, and then he's like, well, okay then. There goes Misty being rude. But normally I'll try to tell him, you're cutting out, so he can kind of like move around or whatever he needs to do.
Maybe I should just turn the show over to Travis and Misty, because obviously he gets better reception than I do.
No, you will not do that. This is your business. I would not be able to do this.
I could call it with my landline. If I called with my landline, it would be a whole issue, because I'm called in via my cell phone, which is my, the way I control this whole board thing of chat and whatnot. So if I called in with the landline, then I wouldn't be able to control this, and then I'd call back with my cell phone. But anyways, we're getting off topic. So.
Yeah, but you can switch your phone number to your cell phone, to your landline.
Oh, I can?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Not right now, obviously, but the next show.
Well, no. Yeah. Huh. Well, being on this show, doing this for 7 months, you think I would have figured that out by now? I'll have to look into that.
How long have you guys been doing the show? You guys been doing it for, 6 months now?
Mm-hmm. I think, yeah. So, yeah.
Congratulations for that, guys. You guys are rocking.
It doesn't seem like it's been that long. It's been like 7. I don't know. It feels like we just started. I don't know what Misty thinks, but.
I know it does. It doesn't seem that long. Thank you.
Congratulations, for sure.
Thanks.
I know I'm not here all the time, but I'm just such a big fan of yours. I love you guys so much. So I'm very, very happy to be a part of this when I can.
Amazing. Any of that. So actually, while you're on the line, Travis, if you can hear me, I'm going to try to ask you a question. Hear me, just tell Missy. You've had guests on your show, and you've been a guest. I don't know what your trick is. How in the world do you book these stars? Because Misty has been trying like crazy to get. I'm not going to say who she's trying to get because we want it to be surprised when we do book somebody. But I mean, there has to be a trick because Misty has been trying like crazy to book these day stars, and it's just not working. But
well, I can give Misty some of the information I have if that helps. You know, like I don't know who she wants, but just Misty, if you want to just private message me, and we can work together, and you know, I could just give you some info and see if it helps.
Okay.
You know, because I pretty much, I mean, I go, depends who I'm trying to get and what social media outsource they use, like, you know, Twitter, if I get to Facebook, or if I have to find their, you know, their publicist and their manager, or just call Dave's station themselves, which I've done a few times. But, you know, just let me know who you're trying to get, because it's all luck. It's all it is. It's not even like, there's no strategy. It's just all luck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then what happens is, like, I'm sure Brady is super busy, or Eric, for example. Like, some of the stars are just so busy with their storylines and their acting, and sometimes some of them have later shifts than usual, and where they have a family life, and then they probably have other projects. So it all depends what they're working on as well, because I know, like, sometimes I message one, they're like, oh, I'm working nights this week. You know what I mean? Or I'm filming late. So.
Yeah, because I know he said that he would definitely do a show with us, but that he was busy for a while. So we'll see. I won't give up on him.
Well,
I won't give up on any of them.
I would not give up on anyone. You guys should get Bill and Susan Hayes on your show.
Oh, yeah, they would be
we'd love to have them.
Yeah.
They're so fun. I wanted to get them for the holidays, and I totally, like, lost track. But you guys should definitely.
I need to butt in here for a minute. Misty, I'd like to thank you for answering Guest 5 in the chat room. But I would just like to say that, again, this is a different show than what we normally do. Normally we do recaps, but since this is the last episode of the year, we are doing things a little different. If you have something hateful to say, I would refrain from doing so. I'd advise you not to say that in the chat room, because I mean we do not claim to be professional radio hosts. We do this for fun, and we do this for you. If you have an issue with us, if you have an issue with our show, I mean we don't make you listen to our show, so I mean we don't force you to be here. We do this for fun, and we do this because we want to. This is normally a day's discussion show, which is what we have been doing. But we did get off track, as do many radio shows do. And we don't have a set schedule of what we talk about. So, I mean, I really like to see people saying such negative things in the chat room. It's pretty upsetting. So, I mean, if I'm sorry that you feel this way, that's not our problem. So, if you don't like our show, please tune out. It's not our problem. Sorry. I just had to say that. Okay.
Thank you. I was trying to be nice in the chat room, in my chat room response. But anyway. Where were we? So, I don't know. Did we want to see what Travis is looking forward to in the new year?
Yeah. Let's hear his thoughts on 2014 days.
All right. So 2014, I am excited for, of course, Guy Wilson. I think that it's going to be very exciting to see what Guy has to offer, and I think we're all very excited to see that. So that'll be very exciting. I'm anxious to see how, you know, he interacts with everyone in Salem. I'm anxious to see the ending of Jennifer and Daniel. I think that it's been a long time coming, so I'm hoping that 2014 Santa brings us a nice present saying that Daniel and Jennifer are no more. Because it's going back and forth and back and sideways. It's kind of annoying. Anyone else agree? I want the end of them. And
yes, that was one of my things for the new year. I was like, I want to change the whole Jennifer situation. It's like either put them together or don't. The back and forth has given me such a huge headache this year. So I either want them together or not together. But this back and forth stuff is just too much.
Oh, it's for the birds. Holy mama. And I'm anxious to see what Stefano has to offer for 2014. You know, Joseph Masco has been out for so long, so I'm anxious for him to come back. And when I had May and Mary on my show, she had said that he's doing better. He's going to be coming back. So I'm anxious for him to come back and to see what he has to offer. So I think it'll be fun. I'm anxious to see, what else comes to Salem. I hope that, some of the actors and actresses we don't see a lot of get to have more scenes. I'd like to see something different with Jen Lilly. Like, I love her acting, but this whole, Teresa having all the power, it's getting, kind of old. So I'm anxious for them to do something different with her. But, I don't know. Besides that, just basically, I'm just anxious to see, a new breed of Salem, new storylines. Kristen's gone, so I don't know what's going to happen to Brady. And the whole Eric wanting Nicole thing, it's kind of like, okay, we're running dry on the whole priest-Nicole thing, so I'd like to see Eric as a priest, or not as a priest, but if he's a priest, then let him just be a priest and do his priest stuff, be a good priest, and that's it. If he's not a priest, so be it. If he's not a priest, let him go take photographs, and so be it. But, you can't have both here. It's kind of confusing when they do that. It's like, which one is he? Is he a priest? Is he a photographer? Is he a singer? Is he a Chippendale? Which one? So.
I know, that was one of the things, too. I was like, either I want to kind of see Eric and Nicole together, but if he's going to stay a priest, and obviously he needs to be a priest, but he can't have feelings for Nicole, like it's obvious that he does from this past week, and still be a priest. So I'm curious to see where that's going to go.
And that's pretty much it on my end. I'd like to see, I'm anxious to see how Marlena and Guy, or Marlena and the new Will interact, because Chandler and Deirdre Hall had such a good relationship, so I'm anxious to see that interaction as well, So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for me. I'll be quiet over here.
I'm actually curious about, Hope. Gosh, they're not going to bring Bo back. I kind of want to get her love interest going on there. I know that Brandon's not very fond of Hope, but if she's going to be on there, we need to have something good going for her. And I kind of like it when Hope and Rafe have their interaction together. I don't know why, but I like that. So maybe that could be something. Yeah, I was like, maybe that could be something that they could work in the new year. You never know. Crazier things have happened.
That's true. Maybe we'll have another possession storyline in 2014. I hope not. That's a joke.
Perhaps Gabby be.
Gabby be possessed?
Yeah. Why not?
No?
No?
Yeah, why not? Go for it. Because I'm sure it brought him ratings back in the day. The possession story, I'm sure brought, so I can only imagine if they did it in this time or whatever, I can only imagine what the ratings that it would bring them. Sorry I wasn't interacting with you guys, but I was just trying to keep my cool after what I've seen in the chat room, because I didn't want to, blow up more than I already had.
I guess I missed it all, so I don't know what happened.
I took a screenshot. I took a screenshot of what this guest had posted, and I'll be sure to share it with you and with other people that need to see this.
Okay.
But I believe we have a caller on the line. I don't want to assume, but I think this might be Dana. Hello, Northern Virginia.
Yeah. Yes,
hi, Dana.
Hi, Brandon.
So
I don't know how to. I can't access I have to listen on the phone. That's all. So you can do whatever you want with me.
Okay. Well, let's see. First off, I think I want to get into what you want to see in 2014 with Days. What certain storylines are you looking forward to?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I'd love to see lots of Kate.
Oh, yeah.
And see what's going on there. I want to see Jordan and Rafe, I think.
I'm with you on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking forward to what Teresa's up to.
Yeah, we haven't really discussed that tonight. where do you think they're taking her character? I mean, this is up for anybody, but do you think they're actually going to try to redeem her, or are you going to, as she says, a Horton hater? I mean, personally, I kind of like her as a bad girl, but that's just me. Anybody?
I like her as the bad girl. I think it's a lot more fun. And but
yeah.
I think eventually they'll redeem her. But I think they did it a little too fast, and we should have realized it was fake. I thought she slipped at one point. It had said, I know, and to JJ.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't know.
But anyway, it was a nice surprise for me to find out that they hadn't changed her character that much so quickly.
Right. Travis?
So if you've already talked about it, we don't, I'm sorry.
No, we haven't really talked about Teresa much. But, because they've redeemed JJ, it seems. It seems like they've redeemed him.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I assumed, I guess I shouldn't assume, but I felt like they were going to redeem Teresa as well. I mean, it seemed like for a few weeks that they were, but luckily they haven't, because I really enjoy the Teresa and Anne interaction.
Yeah.
I enjoy the Anne. Meredith Scott Lynn is just fantastic. Or Meredith Lynn Scott, I messed up her name. But yeah, they need to use her more.
They do, though. I agree. I think she's a really great star, and I think, the whole generally Teresa being, the villain like she is, I think it's wonderful. I just think that, they need to just change, I don't know, she can have vengeance towards Jennifer, that's fine, but maybe change the way she does it, or, I don't know, something. I'm anxious to see more, I guess, because I know generally it's so amazing, so I guess I'm anxious to see what else they can do with her, because she's so dynamic, and she's just such a fierce actress, and she has so much in her, and I know there's more to come, so maybe she's going to go, totally wacko and totally nutty, and, hold Teresa, or hold JJ in, a cage, remember Jen Spears did to Sean? That'd be cool.
Boy.
You never know. But
she's used to playing this kind of role, Jen, because, for anyone that's a General Hospital fan, she played Maxie on General Hospital, and the character there is, Maxie's not, I wouldn't call Teresa diabolical, but, she's a little on the bad side, and Maxie is completely the opposite. So a role like this for Jen Lilly is new for her, and I think that she's doing a fantastic job with it, given, what she has been given. She's been rocking it, in my opinion. So can we say that we're opposed to Daniel and Teresa in the new year? We don't want to see that happen?
I think that Teresa deserves better.
Oh.
I kind of want to see Teresa and Brady together.
Yeah, why not?
They both like the same thing.
Yeah, and then maybe they can, get clean together. That's how they'll put them together.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That is a good idea. Because, we're going to have Abby and EJ, so we might as well just pair up, everyone.
Don't mention Abby and EJ around Misty, Travis.
Uh-oh. I didn't say anything. I'm just kidding.
No to Abby and EJ. No.
I was kidding. April Fools.
But I like where somebody made the comment that are they going to be the next Kristen Gray and Anastasia?
Oh, no.
And I saw that somewhere, and I thought, yeah, they are quite different, and that kind of makes it interesting. It was like back in the old days when Justin was the big playboy and Adrian was the scared little virgin. Well, not virgin, but she, rape victim.
Mm-hmm.
And she tamed him, But anyway, I saw that and I thought, well, that's interesting.
I'm
not going to lie. It would probably be interesting. It would probably make for good drama. But I'm totally EJ and Sammy, 100%.
I'm worried that if they do go that way, that a lot of fans would react negatively because, I mean, the EJ and Sammy fan base is quite large. So I just worry if they do go that route, how that would affect the show. Show's ratings.
I hope it wouldn't affect it. But, I mean, I'm still going to watch regardless. I love the show. But,
right.
I mean, it would be interesting to see what would happen with that because, Sammy is pushing him away. So it's, there's no telling what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
Well, he's got something on her now, or almost.
Yeah, EJ will find out sooner or later. He doesn't need to hear it from Sonny. I have a feeling that somehow he's going to find out on his own.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what I was thinking about, what NF could stand for, and I had a really funny thing, and now I don't remember it. But
I hate when that happens.
No, I went, ugh. But because I was watching the show earlier, taking pictures, and so anyway, he can hold it over her, just like Stefano got Kate to marry him, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Oh, going back to Kate and Stefano, we can see comparing Stefano to EJ and Sammy. I never thought of it that way. Comparing Stefano and Kate to EJ and Sammy. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah. Huh. Let's get them all four in the house together. That'd be a blast.
Oh, I can only imagine. Okay. Where is Stefano?
Can you imagine? I can see them eating croissants across the table and glaring at each other.
Right?
That would be a fun dinner party.
Hi,
Travis.
Definitely? Yes.
Hi, Travis.
Hi, how are you?
Okay.
Good, me too. I'm just hanging out here, chilling. My recliner, my PJs, and my Gatorade. Life is good.
I'm in a t-shirt. I'm comforting Abby.
Oh, how's she doing, by the way?
She's pretty weak. Pretty bad.
Oh. How old is she?
She's 16.
Oh, wow.
But, the thing was, is I think she went in the morning after Maggie, and then since she already had kidney trouble and we didn't know it, then that was enough to put her into chronic kidney failure. So.
Oh. Well, 16 years is a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, they're only 2 months apart in age, Maggie and Abby, so.
I always thought Maggie was much older than that. I don't know why. I guess because Maggie on days is older than Abby on days. I kind of kept it like that in my mind when we talk about them. But
when I got the blonde-haired cat, I said, I think Abigail, stayed 4 years old for about 5 years. And that's about the time I named my blonde cat, Abigail. And I already had Maggie. But Maggie was a bigger cat. She looked older. This one always looked younger, but she doesn't now. But, she knows we're talking about her. She hears her name. She said, who's EJ?
It's your neighbor. It's the cat down the street. Yeah, she hasn't met that cat yet. You know what I'd like to see, and I know Brandon would like to see this in the new year. This would be really cool. I think Christy Clark should come back as Carrie, and just as Rafe and Jordan are really hitting it off, Christy comes and unveils. Carrie comes and unveils Jordan's dirty secrets to try to win her back, and Carrie and Kate work together to get rid of Jordan.
Oh my God! You know that I was the biggest Carrie and Rafe shipper back when they were. And now I'm just starting to fall in love with Jordan and Rafe, but my soap mind is just going insane thinking of that actually happening. Oh, I would love it. Make it happen. You talked to Chrissy before, haven't you? Bring her back up.
What are you going to do about her baby, Travis?
She's going to come back and say, surprise, it was rape. That's how she's going to try to win it back. But in actuality, it's Austin, but she's not going to let Rafe know that.
I love it. You run the show.
That would be pretty awesome.
I should write for days. I really should.
Definitely.
You know what?
I don't know what it was.
What's that?
I don't know what it was about Karen and Rafe that I enjoyed so much. I mean, that was
It was
years ago.
So taboo.
That's true. Yeah.
It was like a taboo thing. You know what I think? I think that Days should do obviously they air 3 months in advance, but I think they should do they take 3 months in advance, but they should do a session where fans can submit a storyline they'd like to see. And the one fan that wins it can be a part of that storyline, or their storyline could be a part of the show. You know what I mean? Yeah, every 6 months or something, or every once a year they choose a fan storyline submission or something like that.
Yeah, because I really feel like the Days needs to interact with the fans more. Because I know that CBS Daytime and their soaps, they interact with the fans daily. I mean, they live tweet Old and Beautiful and Young and the Restless every day. So, I mean, that really, fans love it when shows interact with the fans. I feel like Days need to somehow interact with the fans more and, bring them in, because Days isn't it's doing okay, but it's not doing as good as it could be in the ratings. So you need to do something to step it up.
And I think some of the storylines they have, they dragged out for so long, the Eric Rafe storyline. I thought that was going to go on till 2016. I was so worried. I was like, oh my God, we're going to have to, I think it was awesome to have Eileen Davidson back. I loved her, but I think they ruined a good thing with Eric as a priest. I really do, because I feel like having a Catholic priest is sacred, and I think they should have kept him in there, because Father Matt's not going to be around for forever. They should have left him pure and innocent in there as a priest, and then his family and friends and the parishioners can go see him as that confidant, that guidance, have him grow into the church that way. And they should have left him alone and have, they should have still had the Kristen and Brady thing, but left Eric as a priest alone. I really think that was, once they hit that, I think it was just wrong. That's
I agree. But, I think he's a hunk, and,
Amen.
I love him, but he supposedly is a really loving, kind priest, and there's nothing wrong with having a priest in the family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And leaving him that way, I guess they should have just brought him back ugly or something.
Yeah.
So that we wouldn't lust after him. But.
I know, right? It was funny because I was like, I didn't think he was so hot with his collar on, but then the collar came off, and I was like, uh-oh.
And then he fixed his hair, and his hair was different. His hair was styled different, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's fine to make him come back as Greg Vaughn. Greg Vaughn did outstanding. But they brought him back, and then they just corrupted his character. It's just horrible. And then he had to be such at a high pedestal with people, and I was just like, they're making this totally wrong. They shouldn't have done it that way. It just ruined so many great things that they could have gone through, and it really bothered me.
I found him boring as a priest, but that's just me.
Pardon?
I found him boring as a priest, but that was, I don't know.
It's nice to have a really good person on the show that is just a really go-to person that is always got the best interest for everybody. It's kind of nice.
Like Alice was,
Yeah.
And that's really, how Caroline is now, too.
She knows how she's a spitfire, too.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to have to break in here, but I see they've left the chat room. But again, we'd like to reiterate that we do not claim to be a professional radio show host. And again, we are here to have fun. If you do not like what we are talking about, please feel free to leave our chat room and do not push your agenda and your hate on us, because we're not here for that. I see you've left the chat room, so obviously I am just speaking to myself, but I just like to reiterate that we are not professionals. We are here for fun, and that is what we're here for. So, again, thank you for blowing up our chat room with negativity. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just never had this happen before.
No,
But
people
I
are
can't
so
understand.
rude.
I can't
And
understand what
we
they're
are
saying.
doing out of our normal, like we're out of our normal show tonight, but it's still not, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's probably the same person that was in there earlier came back.
Yeah, probably guest 5 back as guest 8, but
yeah. And I don't understand what they're saying either, because they can't type.
I know, I couldn't understand the grammar.
Make correct sentences.
No, yeah. So, I took a screenshot of this as well, so I'll be sharing that with, if you guys want to see what that was and missed it. I took a screenshot so you can see what that was.
Okay.
But I think, let's see, it's 8 o'clock, so we went for 60 minutes. I think we covered a lot. I think we got a lot covered, I mean, for the last show. Before we end our show, I'd like to mention that Freddie Smith and Sean Christian have a web series called Addicts Anonymous. And you guys should really check this out. It also stars Molly Burnett. So again, Freddie Smith, Sonny, Sean Christian, Daniel, and Molly Burnett, ex-Melanie, have their own line show. You can find it on YouTube. So type in Addicts Anonymous on YouTube. There have been 4 episodes. I highly recommend you watch them because they are very, very hilarious. You'll get a crack out of them. Please check them out if you have time. The episodes are normally anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes, so you can catch up on them pretty quick. And again, there have just been 4 episodes, so check that out if you have time. I don't know if any of you have listened, but they're pretty hilarious.
I wanted to. I've seen you post about it.
Yeah, I haven't got to look at it yet.
Great.
Oh my god.
I just have to. Freddie Smith has the best girl scream, and you'll find that out in episode 4 if you watch.
I'm excited for that. I really am. We're gonna have to. The next show that you guys have, I'll call in, let you know, because I'm gonna watch it this week. I'll watch them, and then I'll come back and talk to you guys about it. My thoughts.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Okay. So let's see. Well, I think I'm going to hand this over to Misty. Are you ready, Misty? I think we can close the show.
Okay, sounds good.
You ready? All right.
Yes. Okay. So we would like to remind you all that you can follow us on Twitter at CG Online Radio. You can like us on Facebook as well. Just type in Common Ground Radio in the search bar. You should be able to find our page very easily. Drop us a comment. Tell us what you think about our show, what you like, what you want us to talk about. You can also check us out on airnationradio.com. There you'll not only find links to our past shows, but you can download them and listen to them anytime you want. There's also a little biography on myself and Brandon, along with all the other amazing shows that are on the Air Nation Radio Network. It's airnationradio.com. Check it out. And you can follow them on Twitter at Air Nation Radio. So, again, we would like to thank everyone who joined us in the chat room this evening and joined us in the discussion, and especially those who were nice to us this evening. And we would like to send a special thank you to Dawn. Dawn is the brains behind Air Nation Radio. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have this wonderful opportunity to have our voices heard all over, like through iHeartRadio. Dawn has a passion for radio like we've never seen, and we are blessed to know her and be a part of her network. This is our last show for 2013. It's hard to believe that we started this show 7 months ago. It seems like just yesterday. But we're so very grateful for all of our supporters out there sticking with us as we've made some changes with our show. We cannot do the show without you all. We will be back in January in 2014. We hope to bring you interviews with the stars of days. We will work as hard as we can to get some of your favorites on here. On Common Ground Radio. We hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. For Common Ground Radio, I'm Misty.
I'm Brandon.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
night.
You've been listening to Common Ground Radio with hosts Brandon and Misty on the Air Nation Radio Network. Thank you for joining us.